This is a really good one. Nancy Pelosi claims sanctuary cities actually makes America a safer place. Yeah. Is that really true?
The question to you is this. Will you and your Democrat colleagues support President Trump in building the wall or fence, shutting down the sanctuary cities, and giving more manpower to the Border Patrol? Give us more Border Patrol agents. We need at least another 1,000 more in the Grand Valley sector, and we need at least another 1,000 more in the Laredo sector. That's my question.
Thank you.
You notice the gutless, no soul in her eyes. The patheticness of her.
Thank you so much for the sensitive presentation.
Now she's going to go on just rambling. Watch.
That you made about the experience that you have there. The question is not about do we need to protect our borders. Of course we do.
Of course we do. And maybe building a wall probably isn't the best thing, because that also entraps us in too. But we do need better security, and we need to be scrutinized a lot more of who is just walking through the damn door.
Is it effective to build a wall to the tune of could be $40 billion? And you know, and I know, that the Mexican government is not going to pay for that. So where does that come from? But even if it costs 10 cents, is it an answer? Does it produce the result that you need to see and that we as Americans need to do to protect our borders? A lot of the thinking is we need more technology, we need more manpower, some fencing perhaps. We have some, it's not overwhelmingly effective, but with more technology and more manpower, I think we have a better result than with thinking that Mexico is going to pay tens of billions of dollars to build a wall. And there's no, they're not saying where this money comes from in terms of our budget. So that it come out of more Border Patrol? But where does this money come from? But I will then go to your next question. And again, I appreciate your sensitivity to the loss of life that you have seen, the threat to security that you are experiencing, and your experience is important for us to hear, and I thank you for sharing it.
It's important to you, and you can see it just went right through her ears. And that's no kidding.
As far as sanctuary cities is concerned, our city of San Francisco is a sanctuary city, and we see it as a place where it makes us safer.
How does it make you safer? By allowing anybody to just walk through the door without question, if they have any criminal background, if they're running from problems because they're going to go to jail in their country. What if it's a bad guy? There's all kinds of possibilities right there besides somebody just trying to get a better life.
It makes us safer because people can
murder somebody, and your courts up there in San Francisco will let the murderer out on the streets. That is directly your fault, lady, with that mindset and everybody else's that has that same mindset.
Go to school, they can get driver's license, they can be witnesses against other violence that they see in the community, whereas they can
They can be a witness. Really? What kind of stupid remark statement is that? So they can also be a witness. You can't tell me this lady is not retarded.
To profess that, they'd have to be taken up by ICE. We don't think that we should make our police officers immigration officers. So we think that the sanctuary city...
What do you mean, lady? If they come across what they call as an illegal, a part of their job as a police officer, enforcement representative, whatever you want to call them, is to report them, hold them, detain them, and give them to the Border Patrol or ICE.
Makes us safer.
And you guys are enabling that.
Our experience. In fact, I heard today, and I don't know if it's true, but somebody said the whole state of California is thinking about becoming a sanctuary state.
Look at that cocky, schmirky piece of low-life face that she has.
I know that brings a smile to your face. But
Let me just interrupt.
It's different in Texas.
Let me just.
yeah.
True that are
Yeah.
different or headed to Houston, Texas.
Well, we are border state too with Mexico. We're border state too, and our people near the border have to express their concerns. But let me say this. You have one experience. Many of our colleagues and I have visited the Border Patrol in different locations, whether it's in Laredo, where we're at the entry, or whether it's in McAllen, Brownsville, you name it. I've been visited and praised the work of our Border Patrol in all of those places. But in a place like El Paso, for example, it's a community with a border running through it. It's a safer place because there's this respect for law and order and the rest there.
I just want to bring in, since we're on the subject of sanctuary cities, I want to turn to Laura Wilkerson, who's a Republican from Pearl in Texas.
This one's good. This one has her fumbling all over the place for words.
She also has a question of border security. It's an issue that prompted her to appear in a presidential campaign ad for President Trump.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me. Please excuse my voice tonight. There are over 300 cities in this country that are sanctuary cities, like San Francisco. And you're not only choosing to disavow the law, but you're adding sanctuary to people who can come there and disavow the law. In 2010, one of the illegals slaughtered my son. He tortured him, he beat him, he tied him up like an animal, and he set him on fire. And I am not a one-story mother. This happens every day because there are no laws enforced at the border. We have to start.
See, technically what's happening is people like this are enabling the law to perform its duties, okay? And until the law is changed, they cannot go against the law, which these people are doing, all right? Which actually is a treasonous act, because they swore an oath when they took office to uphold the laws that are on the books, not to do exactly what they're doing right now. If it's a good law or a bad law, then change the law and get rid of the bad law. That is the problem.
Are giving American families first. This is not bad to not put Americans first. You know, we have families that fought and died for this country. How do you reconcile in your head about allowing people?
Laura Wilkerson, there is nothing in that lady's head to reconcile at all. It's an empty void. She don't even put Geritol or whatever on her damn teeth to hold them in her jaw.
To disavow the law.
And she's got the damn money. She could put implants in there, and she messes around with these false dentures.
And the second part of my question is this. If you need to go home tonight and line up your babies, as you say, and your grandbabies, which one of them could you look in their eyes today and tell them that they're expendable for another foreign person to have a nicer life? Which?
You're right, lady. What these people are doing is telling the American people you are second-class citizens in your own country, and whatever we do, you're going to pay for it. One way or another, even if it's with your life or your children's life.
One would you like to say, you, my child, are expendable for someone else to come over here and not follow the law and have a nicer life?
Well, I commend you for sharing your story.
Fumble.
I can't even imagine the pain.
Yeah, you can't, lady.
I can't even imagine.
I know why you can't, because you got security guards everywhere around you packing heat. Yes, and they have a license to kill anybody that is going to disrupt you. Do you know that? And unfortunately, American people pay for your protection. And it's sad. And you probably live, like I said before, you probably live in a damn gated community with armed guards. So you have no room to talk when you don't live really in the real reality of life.
There's nothing
None of you do
that can compare to the grief that you.
How many times have you gone to the market and seen a politician, can shake their hand, they're shopping at the frickin' market, huh? How many times you meet them walking down the street without their armed guards?
Have. And so I pray for you. I pray for you. And again,
Pray to
we all
what?
pray that none of us has to experience what you've experienced. So thank you for channeling your energy to help prevent something like
Mumble,
that from
mumble,
happening.
mumble.
But I do want to say to you that in our sanctuary cities, our people are not disobeying the law. These are law-abiding citizens. It enables them to be there without being reported to ICE in case of another crime that they might bear witness to.
Well, my son,
Bear witness to? Really? Oh my God. So now what you're doing is telling the people that you're here without papers that if you witness something, you need to be silenced because you could be deported. You just contradicted what you said a minute ago or in the beginning of the video, that they are witnesses. Oh my God. What kind of lunatic are you, lady?
son's killer gets sanctuary in your city once he's let out of jail.
I'm sorry, dear?
Will my son's killer get sanctuary from
No,
the
of course
law
not.
in your city
Of
when he
course
gets
not.
out of jail?
Of course not, but we let a murderer go because we didn't want to offend anybody because they were illegals, right? Isn't that what you just did recently with that young lady's murder in San Francisco? I am appalled. I'm losing words for it because it's starting to piss me off.
Is your son in a sanctuary city when this happened?
Houston,
It doesn't matter if you're in a sanctuary city or if you're in Oklahoma City or if you were in Montana, Boise, Idaho. I mean, come on, really? What difference does it make? As your little buddy, Hillary Clinton would say, what difference does it make?
yes, I was just outside
But is
Houston.
that where your son, was he a victim of somebody in a sanctuary city?
It was an unspoken policy at that time. It was not written, but most
No,
of the
but I mean,
suburbs follow the big
it doesn't
cities.
matter. You've lost your son, and
Yeah.
that's the important thing. But I just do think that we have to stipulate to a set of facts, and the fact is that no, your son would not get. That's not what the point is. The point is that you do not turn law enforcement officers into immigration officers.
The point is that those officers, as I said before, it is a part of their job to report these people that they are very aware of to the Immigration Department and ICE. That is a part of their job. And you, again, and all your clan are enabling these people to be able to do what that poor lady experienced, the loss of her son.
That is really what the point is in a sanctuary city. So it's not a question of giving sanctuary to someone who is guilty of a crime. They should be deported. They have to be deported.
She's the famous one. Wait until the crime has happened, and then we'll do something about it. It's just like you got to pass it, then you can read it.
So many
Or
stories.
sent to jail for what they do,
So many stories.
if you can catch them in time.
So-
So thank you. I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry. I'm just so sorry. I'm just so sorry. I'm sorry. Hold on, let me adjust my teeth. They're flopping around in my mouth. Oh, hold on a minute.